Oh, green screen went a little bit weird. Hey guys, apologies I'm a couple of minutes late starting. I was otherwise engaged. Let me open up Football Manager whilst we're loading up. Again, as always, if you watched on YouTube, feel forward to skip forward a couple of minutes, or feel free to skip forward a couple of minutes. There's an advert. That was slightly loud in my face. We'll turn that down a little bit. Apologies if that broke your eardrums. It almost broke mine. Hopefully FM will load up now. It's loading good. Although I need you... Oh, now it's gone not responding. I need to move it across the other side of the screen. Has it tweeted out? It has. Good. Good. Doing the transfer window today. There you go. Look, there it is. Full screen. Bosch. Le Football Manager. And then I do that. So that is then working. We'll do that. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Bear with me, bear with me. We just put, oh god, that's gone wrong. Copy, delete that, Bosch. We'll get going in a sec, guys, don't worry. I'll be with you in a minute. Check that works. Which it does. Sweet. Good, just making sure that it works. Let me just check the followers one as well. Is that one working? It is. Good. Do I like cheese? That's an odd question to ask, but okay, yes. Cheese is okay. I suppose I might be partial to the odd cheesy beverage. Cheesy beverage? No, that's wrong. Ugh, cheesy drink. That doesn't sound nice at all, does it? Who drinks cheese? What am I even talking about? Let's put the little notification video live, shall we? That way everybody knows that we are live. I'll do you a quick rundown in a second. Do 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 do, and then delete that. Copy. Yeah, post and stuff. Paste and ting. Move the mic over there. How long does it take to install FM? Not long. Not long, bro. It depends. Hey, oh. It depends how good your internet is. If it's constantly freezing for you, bro, then it might be your internet, unfortunately. And let me sort these out. That's edit. It's the yellow one's got a little bit too big, isn't it? Bear with, bear with. No, why are you getting bigger? I want you to be smaller. There we go. And then we'll make the yellow one smaller as well. There we go. See, everything works out in the end. Sweet. Sweet as a nut, mate. Sweet as a nut. Sweet as a nut. Sweet like Tropicana. You are here before Pudding. Congratulations, Spicy Lettuce. I presume you've seen Kiz's stream if Kiz is still streaming. And I'm waiting for the hashtag Kiz raid to happen sooner rather than later. I just got a tweet for something. Cheers, Coops. It's my birthday in-game, not in real life. But obviously, as you can see, it will be my birthday in real life soon. The day we're on right now in FM is actually my 30th birthday. So I'm not quite 30 yet in real life, but it's only 3 years away. I'm old, man. I am old. Let me just tweet the stream out. Season 4 and 5 at Arsenal. Come help me buy players. Right, I think we're ready to go now. Why does it say £1 is the top tip? That's wrong. You are right, Rick. That is actually false. Let me delete this then, hang on. Does that delete it off there? It doesn't, okay. Bear with, we'll get there in the end. Username, it was Pudding, wasn't it, that had £25 and a penny. And then, I think it's because I think why it did it is, obviously it's now the first of the next month, and I think it only shows the top tip from the previous month. So if I put that there, and then we'll go and put Williams Gaming back in. Oh, that's not his username, that's my Twitch link. There we go, copy. Then it should be back to how it was, which is probably why the names were overlapping previously. Yeah, probably was. Right, there we go. We are back to how it should be again. Right, thank you for pointing that out in the chat. Appreciate that. Oh god, I'm getting his notifications in my ear now. We'll make that one slightly. Whoa, that's too big. We'll make that slightly bigger. And the recent tip we will make slightly bigger and move along as well. Here we go. See, it has all worked out in the end again, because now we're actually in the right place. It's because we moved from month to month. Obviously it's now the 1st of May and clearly the software only works on a monthly basis and then resets itself. I will tell the sub button story in just a few minutes, Rick, when everybody's in. Because I am an idiot. I presume you saw that on Twitter. Just a quick recap then, as we are at the end of May. So you know that we did win the Barclays Premier League in yesterday's stream by +3 goals on goal difference. It was slightly close. Leaving us this year in the BPL are Cardiff, Watford and Leeds, unfortunately. Leeds had a very poor season, conceding 83 goals. We actually scored 93 ourselves. 9 against Everton, which is weird. 8 against Reading, they really got a battering. But we did concede 40, which is a little bit too many for my liking, but it's not bad. It's not bad. We'll have a quick look to see who's joining us. QPR are joining us from the playoffs. They beat Fulham in the final. Let's have a quick look at the league table. Also joining us again will be Swansea and Hull. So they've come back up after getting relegated last year. And QPR are coming up as well. Fair play, they finished 3rd and won the playoffs, so that is the best way for things to happen. Forest, our former club, as just pointed out by PT Kaza in the chat, have qualified for the Europa League. So congratulations to them. Obviously, we finished 15th and then 17th with them, and then joined Arsenal, and then they finished 6th without me, but we finished top. So that's cool. We'll do a quick rundown of everything else. So Walsall have been promoted from League 1 into the Championship, along with Plymouth and Birmingham, and relegated are Notts County, Carlisle, Yeovil and Oldham, although that was very tight at the bottom. Notts County only going down on goal difference. And staying up on goal difference were Burton and Rochdale, so that was pretty hectic. In the playoff final for League 2 hasn't been made yet, so or hasn't been played yet, sorry. So either Oxford or Colchester will come up and to join Mansfield, Gillingham and Coventry in League 1, and Dagenham and Barnet have left the conference and have gone back into non-league football. Eastleigh have won the playoffs, which could be an omen for real life, although they did lose the first leg 2-1 last night to Grimsby, and Exeter are also coming up and returning to the Football League, so GG to them. But we'll let me just... Is there any football on tonight? Just so I can have something on the TV above me whilst I'm streaming. You guys will know better than anyone else, because you are always in the know. Let's have a look. It's an SPL game. Sociedad are playing Levante. Not really, by the looks of things. I'll turn the telly on anyway, just so I've got something on above me to glance up at every now and again. Jumped straight up to 200. Jumped up straight up to 200 viewers though, which is fantastic. Oh, let me mute that though so it doesn't come through the mic. It is the Celtic Dundee game on Sky Sports 5. We'll see if there's anything else on. European rugby final. Not really. Metz versus Marseille. French football or Scottish football are the only options we have tonight, unfortunately. Well, we'll just leave Metz and Marseille on, shall we? Just because it's on above me. But yes, we are planning on doing multiple transfers this upcoming window. Like I say, we're still in May, so we can't actually make any transfers yet because I don't think the window opens till the start of June, and then we'll start to work on getting stuff done once we actually officially get into the new season, which I think starts on the 1st of July. So June will be a very short month. That just said Pep Guardiola has taken the job offer at Man United. Hold tight. Give it another 15-20 minutes, Rick, and then I'll explain. Steve Holland has just signed a new contract at Chelsea. World Cup squads have been named for the World Cup in Russia. England didn't qualify, I don't think. Did they qualify? They lost, didn't they, to the Dutch in the playoffs, unfortunately. So England won't be taking part in the World Cup. But let's have a look. Colin Lee has taken the Reading job, although it's not the most glamorous of jobs. Willian has continued to turn down contract talks at Chelsea. Eddie Newton signed a new contract though. Our scout Tony Banfield has retired, so we are going to need to put an advert out for a new scout. He was 75 years old, so fair play to him. And where is the one that we are looking for? This one. Pep Guardiola takes charge at Manchester United. Where was he before here? Achievements. He got sacked by Bayern. Oh, he left Bayern literally a week ago in game. He got sacked at manager of Bayern on the 21st, and we're now on the 31st of that month. So he's been hired at Man United. Fair enough. Which means, is the Bayern job available? Or did someone else take it? I can't quite remember. It did mention that it was available, didn't it? All staff. No, they've hired. Brendan Rodgers is Bayern Munich manager. Sick. So I presume then that means that the Liverpool job is available. It'll be in... No, it'll be in staff, won't it? Job centre. We'll just do this. So that it's only the managerial jobs that are shown. And actually I need to put an advert out, don't I, for a new scout. Which it won't let me do. Okay, never mind. But English jobs. The Liverpool job is available. Ståle Solbakken is apparently favourite to take that job. He was at Wolves, wasn't he, Solbakken? Yeah, he was. Came from Cologne to Wolves, then to FC Copenhagen. And then in this save went to Hamburg, and now Benfica, and has been heavily linked with the Liverpool job. Well, we have a title to retain here at Arsenal, so we're not going to be leaving this season for at least one more year. We want to try and defend the BPL and obviously try and get further in the Champions League. We lost in the semi-finals in the season just gone, didn't we, to Real Madrid, unfortunately. Got a 1-0 win at the Emirates, but then went to the Bernabeu and kind of lost 3-0, so we went out. Which sucks, but, you know, what can you do? They are Real Madrid, after all. They are slightly good. It is currently 2-0 to Marseille against Metz, away from home. I don't know what that does to the French league table. Arsenal contract set to expire. I don't care about any of those. They can all go. Set for release. Yes, goodbye. Important dates in June. Start of the transfer window is on the 9th, so we can't sign anyone yet, but once we get to the 9th we can start having a look. Winston Reid got Player of the Month, whilst Depay and Abubakar came 2nd and 3rd. Zivkovic got Young Player of the Month. God, love him. So expensive though. We weren't involved in Manager of the Month for May, unfortunately. Well, to be fair, we did batter Reading, but then we only drew against Forest, didn't we, on the final day, so... Overguard listed for loan. Ooh! No, I still don't know... Apparently he's better than anyone... He's better than any striker we've got. I will get a fresh... When was this scout report from? 20... Yeah, it's quite old. Let me get a new scout report. A fresh scout report on him. Maicon is reportedly a transfer target. No way. Maicon stays. But this guy, Will Overgaard, I really like the look of him. He might be good to have as a rotation player. We'll find out the budget. Let me get to the transfer window itself, and then we'll have a look at the budget. Board confidence update for the end of May. Summarise, board are delighted with your leadership qualities. We haven't forgotten about the successes of last season, and they still play a small part in reviewing your current performance. Well, winning the Barclays Premier League should keep me in the job for at least another 18 months, shouldn't it? Regardless of how we do next season. But with it being the Premier League, nobody's safe, are they? You could win the league and then finish second the next year and get sacked. England are drawn in European Nations League division. Oh, must just be a friendly division then, I guess. What the hell is this? Nations League division. What is that? What competition is this? 4 games, teams. Is it just an international friendly tournament? But aren't Holland involved in the World Cup? They are. How can? When's it scheduled for? September. It's like a friendly tournament in September for national sides. That's odd. To Aston Villa have hired former Aston Villa manager Paul Lambert. Did he get sacked when he left? Or did he just leave? 7th, yeah, he must have done. Must have been sacked. 7th of June 2014 though, that's odd. Because he's still there in real life, isn't he, at Aston Villa? Or am I making that up? No, Paul Lambert got sacked, didn't he? Tim Sherwood's there now. It was at Swansea, then at Reading, and now at Aston Villa. Tim Sherwood's there, isn't he? Boubacar returns to full training, which is good. Would be a worthwhile signing. See, now it's glad I'm good. Start that again. It's good that we re-scouted him and got a fresh scout report, because now it reckons that he's not as good as a Boubacar, and before it said he was better than a Boubacar. So it might be worth actually holding off on him. They could give me the same 3 players for this Italy scout report. I'd rather actually have alternative options. Thank you very much. Boris Diaz. He looks like a decent player. I'll scout him. Because, of course, we are looking to replace Ospina, aren't we? So... Oh, the 7th of the 7th is when you start the game, is it? Oh, it must have just been an update then where Tim Sherwood must have started. Tim Sherwood must have started as manager. Let me just quickly check that then. Tim Sherwood. He's manager at Bradford right now. Yeah, there you go, from the 7th to the 7th. You were correct. Thank you for pointing that out, Williams Gaming. Bit of a drop though, isn't it? From Villa to Bradford, never mind. Not sure about this guy. Reckons his potential is pretty good. And he is only 19, so he might be worth picking up if we can sell Ospina. I will add him to my shortlist indefinitely. Let me have a quick look at my shortlist to see who's on it. We'll remove Will Overgaard. Remove, yes. We'll remove Rajan Angolan. We'll leave Jonathan Silva and Paulo Dybala on there for now. Of course, again, just to reiterate, we can't sign anyone until the 9th, as you can see here, coming up. So we'll just hold off. I'm not going to sign Martin Odegaard, though. Don't worry. Subscribe to the World Cup to keep track of the scores. Okay, no, it's a good idea. Liverpool have hired Solbakken as manager. So he's now left Benfica. Sean Dyche has taken the West Ham job. It's our loan report. How did everybody do this year? Zelalem did okay at Torino. 3 goals, 10 assists. 10 goals, 10 assists for Patrick Hurd. 19 years of age, attacking midfielder. Looks promising, although he is 19 now. Ante Koric did well. Who else did well? Nobody else really stood out, did they? Oh well. Bacardi pens a new Chelsea contract. Liverpool have hired Solbakken. Let's have a look. Was in the that was a friendly match. Oh, the World Cup hasn't started yet, has it? Well done, Ches. I'm an idiot. Well, let's have a look at how do I news headlines. How do I subscribe to the World Cup? Inbox headlines, subscriptions. Competitions is what I really want. Shortlist, leagues, cups. Oh, we are subscribed to the World Cup, don't worry. It's already done. It must just do it for you automatically when you're a top league manager. Almost at 300 viewers, which is fantastic. Obviously, as always, if you are new to the stream, then feel free to hit that follow button. Our coach is going to retire next year. Okay, we'll have to bear that in mind. Messi is the best player in Europe, apparently, with Ronaldo and Luis Suarez coming second and third. And the transfer window is now open. There's no way I could afford Neymar, I'm afraid. Wee Gildy. Callum Chambers is reportedly a target for Liverpool. They can get fucked. Because he's decent. There's no way he's leaving. The start of the World Cup's in a week's time. Yes, okay, I will quote-unquote tell the story. So, obviously, for the past 3 or 4 months, we've been trying to get partnered on the Twitch channel so that you guys can watch in other... what's the word I'm looking for? The word in my head is frequencies, but that's not the right word. You know, like 720p, 1080p. What is the word for that? Why is my brain just completely dying? Just watching different quality, I guess. My brain just completely killed itself there. But obviously, I've been waiting for 3 or 4 months to get partnered. I applied once back in January and got rejected. Then I applied again at the beginning of March and thought that I didn't hear anything back. So obviously we were assuming that I had to wait until I was a larger channel before I could apply. I went into my inbox today and was looking for something. Resolution! Thank you, Razvan. Resolution was the word I was looking for. Oh. You know when you just can't quite get the word. It's right there at the back of your brain. Resolution. Thank you, boys. So that you guys can watch in the different resolutions. God, bloody hell. And it turns out I missed the email, but on the 9th of March, bear in mind now it's the 1st of May, on the 9th of March, I actually got confirmed as accepted for their partnership program and then had to submit a secondary form. Obviously, I missed that email and didn't see it until today, so I'd actually been accepted for Twitch Partnership almost 2 months ago. So I failed hard there. So I've replied to that email and filled out the form, and I'm waiting to hear back from them. It could take up to 3 days. Obviously, again, it's Friday, so probably won't hear back till next week. I'm not partnered yet, but hopefully within the next week or so, the Twitch channel should be partnered. So... GG, Ches, I'm an idiot. I could have been partnered on Twitch 2 months ago, but it's good news. Hopefully soon you guys will be able to watch in different resolutions, etc. And hopefully that will open the stream up to more people, so that though I can stream in a higher resolution for those that want to watch it at a higher resolution, and those that can't can watch it at a lower, and hopefully that will widen the audience that we have. So fingers crossed that happens sooner rather than later. I hope within the next couple of weeks. And then obviously... if you guys want to subscribe to help financially support the channel, you can do. And there will be various different subscriber perks that go along with that. I'm not entirely too sure what the entire list is, but obviously I could do, if just off the top of my head, things I can think of, we can have subscriber-only emoticons. So we could design some emoticons that you guys could have to use in the chat that only subscribers can use. And little things like if the chat gets too hectic, or we get loads of trolls come in, I can just switch the chat to subscriber-only chat. Now I know that's not necessarily something I want to do on a consistent basis, because obviously that would kind of make you feel forced to subscribe and financially support the channel, which I don't want you to feel forced to do at all. If you do ever either donate or once we're partnered subscribe to the channel, I want it to be your decision and not have you guys feel forced to financially support me. So but that is one of the options I have, although like I say, I would only use it in very rare circumstances. If we get loads of trolls come into the chat, which thankfully to this point we haven't really experienced, but there are other perks that can go along with subscriptions, etc. I can do subscriber only giveaways, etc. that would actually be done over on Twitter or on my YouTube, because I think it would be against Twitch terms and conditions to do a Twitch giveaway. But I could obviously do a subscriber giveaway on Twitter, if that made sense. I'd have to read the small print when it came to that side of things. But that's the plan. That's the plan. But that will happen in the next couple of weeks or so, hopefully. So the channel will be partnered soon. So thank you very much for all of your support to get us to the point where we can be partnered. And I apologise that I missed the email 2 months ago, so that we missed out on the opportunity to do it sooner. But as you can see, we'll continue on with the game now. Why not? Now that I've sat here and waffled and told you how much of a complete fool I am. That Ronaldo is Europe's top marksman. With 58, a score of 58 from 29 goals. Not really too sure. Do you get 2 points per goal? I'm not sure. Abubakar closely followed with 56, and then Djordjevic with... Bloody hell, he's scored a load of goals, hasn't he? Djordjevic with 50. Yeah, it must be just per league goal. Abubakar then, if Abubakar got 56 points, you presume he scored 28 league goals? He did. Okay, so you get 2 points as a striker for each league goal you score. West Brom are perhaps going to be taken over. That could be good for them. And Chelsea have made a bid for Dybala. A non-negotiable offer of 29 million for Paulo Dybala. Not quite willing to pay 29 million, I don't think, to be completely honest. I don't know Groove Shark, no. I've not heard of it. I don't know how to do many of the emotes in the chat, like the Illuminati one. Apologies. If you click on the little smiley face, can you select? There you can, I think. If you click on the little smiley face on the side of the chat, and you hover over the picture that you want to know how to do, it tells you what you have to put in the chat to do that, or you can of course just click on the image itself. But I don't know why I've told you to do that. Please don't spam the chat with emoticons. But that's kind of put me off Dybala now, because that's a lot of money, and I wasn't planning on spending that amount of money on a striker. Because what we hope to do, Memphis Depay is reportedly a target for Real Madrid. No. Memphis Depay is valued at 30 plus million, I think now. Where are you, Memphis? 40. He's valued at 41 million, which I think makes him one of the most expensive players in world football. If I have a look at scouting and then just do this, and then if I show filters and include Arsenal players on it, the most expensive player in the world is Neymar, followed by Eden Hazard, followed by our very own Memphis Depay. He is the third most expensive player in the world right now. And then you've got Paul Pogba. Raheem Sterling's up there at 38.5. We've got our very own Abubakar up there at 30. Gareth Bale at 29.5. So I'll take Arsenal players out of that again. Well, just out of curiosity, let's have a look at who's on the transfer list. Angel Correa is on the transfer list, but we've got... Oh no, that's listed for loan. My bad. Transfer listed. Nobody really there that I want to even possibly look at. Okay. What I want to do Messi and Ronaldo, I don't know. I'll have a look. Tycho. Let's have a look. Messi. Messi is valued at 29.5 million because he's now 30 years old. You have to bear in mind the age of players now, considering we're going into the fifth season. And Ronaldo is valued at 4.7 million. Oh, I'm so tempted. He's on £500,000 a week. £500,000 a week, which is pretty mental. They've rejected the bid for Dybala. Wow. We'll scout the World Cup. They've rejected the £38 million bid for Dybala. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. Let's have a quick look at something on my thing. I'm just checking something on my settings. Bear with me. There we go. I get the chat back up now. What I should probably do is just have the chat as a pop-out, shouldn't I, really, rather than using it on the entire window. How do I do that? I presume down here it's... oh yeah, pop-out. There we go. Look at that. Oh, can I do that in a separate window, actually? That might be an idea. Open a new tab. No, it just opens the whole stream. Okay. Pop out. I'll do that then. Easy that way. Then I can have that there like that on the screen in front of me. And I can shut that stream. And then you guys can be on the pop-out chat there, and I can actually do other stuff like have Twitter open whilst have you guys next... oh, whilst have you guys next to my thing like that. Just reorganising my thing. I'm not partnered yet, Leggy Spur, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Bristol signed Bertrand Traore. Ronaldo currently has no interest in joining us. But you'd be incredible. He's just be ridiculous. He's a perfectionist who constantly strives for improvement. I have to. I just have to. He has a minimum release fee clause of 743 million. 743 million. Are you having a bubble, bruv? No, I'm not really going to try and sign Ronaldo summer games. Don't worry. Cathola's resumed. They rejected it. Suggest terms. 20. They only want 21. No, I know I just said I wasn't really going to try and sign him, but now he's actually quite affordable. No, I can't. I can't. We've got Bale. We've got Bale, Alexis Sanchez, Memphis Depay. I do stream FIFA at the weekends, Jacob. Today is Friday, therefore not the weekend. Hence FM. Your bid for Ronaldo rejected. I have no intention of selling Chesnoid. Chesnoid can bid as much as he likes. Cristiano Ronaldo is not for sale. Sorry, Carlo. Sorry, Mr. Anthony. Yeah, the wages would be a really big stumbling block. It's one thing paying 21 million for someone like that, but it's another thing paying him £500,000 a week. Right, so let us. We haven't really got anyone in the under 21s that we want to sell right now, but I still want to get rid of Santi. Offer to clubs. I could offer to clubs. I'll offer to clubs at just at what he's valued at now, and then we'll try again later. I'm also going to offer Dario Serna to clubs because he's getting on a bit now. I think he's 35 or 36. 36 now. Still a very good player, but I prefer to bring someone else in. Then Mathieu Debussy, who is currently dropping in stats, can move, either become first team or move on. He's wanted by Marseille and Lyon. So we may end up moving both of those two players on and bringing in at least one right back, if not a right back, and then someone that can play right and left back. I'm not sure what to do with Yuri Tielemans. I don't know. He hasn't been very impressive for me, to be completely honest. Though he still is only 21 years old, so maybe we could send him out on loan. Hugo's unhappy and wants to leave to get first team football, but I want to really keep him because I did pay a substantial amount of money for him. It's just that when he did play, he didn't play very well. But we want Baka to go as well because we want to replace him. We want to replace Baka. We want to replace Santi. We want to get rid of Theo Walcott as well, offered to clubs for 8 million. We can always lower that as well. So I want a striker. We're thinking of looking at Britt Sombolonga to bring him in as the cult hero from our days at Forest. Because he actually, if I check Newcastle, where are they? He actually scored quite a few goals this year. If you check, 26. He scored 26 goals in all competitions, 22 of which in the BPL. So he's actually scored just as many at Newcastle as he did as Forest. So I'd be really tempted to try and bring Britt Sombolonga in. I'll get a fresh scout report on him. And then I'd rather make sure that people move out first. Please don't spam the chat, Razvan. Sporting have offered 1.1 million for Santi Cazorla. Thank you. Southampton have offered for Cerna. So that's good. It looks like everybody might be leaving. 2.7 million by Sociedad and Genoa. I will accept both. And Norwich have made a bid of £8 million for Theo Walcott. It looks as if everybody that we want to move on is going to move on immediately, which would be fantastic for us. I'm not going to talk about that. Everybody's going in for John Stones, apparently. I just don't know. He's just not good enough, I don't think. But I'll check my transfer budget in a sec. I'd have to pay an incredible amount of money for Zivkovic, unfortunately, Tim. Because he is at Manchester City right now, and he's valued at over £35 million, I think. So that could be a slight bit of an issue. A slight bit of an issue, that could. That's the only problem. That's the only issue. Klein could be good as right back. Yes. 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 Will be available for between 10 and 16.5. Would be a useful signing. It's Brit. Like, he's Brit Sombolonga. Like, surely we have to. Offers made for Origi. Don't know about him. Don't know about Origi. What do you think? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So we will say no for now. But Sombolonga. Yeah, I kind of feel obliged to. He's valued at 10. I really will pay that. Oh well. We'll make it off and see what they say. I could loan him. Although they appear to they appear to want quite a 17 is not bad actually. I'll see if they'll take that plus some instalments over 18 months, another 2.5 suggest terms. Acceptable. Oh, we might be getting Britt Sombalonga. He scored a hat-trick and got an assist. Oh, they were playing Qatar. Never mind. Because all it demands money to move. He wants Arsenal to pay him £82,000 a week. Well, that's half what he's on now, so I will accept it just to see him move. A Sombalonga offer accepted. Squad status. I'm going to put him as rotation. He says he's very interested in rotation. Maybe I could put backup. He's not interested in that, but rotation. That way, obviously, I'm going to play Abubakar as my #1 striker. But as long as Sombalonga has a lower squad status, it means that his morale will stay higher if I don't see him getting too much football. We'll say 2021. What's he currently on at Newcastle? 44. Let's offer him 46. I know it's not too much more than what he's on right now. I'll offer him $1 million, and we'll offer him 1.3, and we'll lock him in at 1.3, and we'll lock him in at that, and then suggest terms. 71. 71's not bad actually, but I will try and knock them down to 50 odd if I can. We'll up the appearance fee, and then definitely up the goal bonus. I like to give people an incentive to score goals, my strikers, and we'll give them a high bonus. They will definitely score goals. Sign it. Yes, £54,000 a week. It looks as if the cult hero Britt Sombalonga is being reunited with Chesnoy Gaming. And Dario Serna's set to go to Southampton as well, which is brilliant. Because we are going to have to go out of our way to look for a right back now. Danny Carvajal is a very good option, Thomas Bennett. Thank you for pointing that out in the chat. They haven't yet given me a new budget. They've just kind of set. Wasn't he at Milan? Yeah. Walcott demands money to move. Don't care. See you, Theo. They've set an initial budget of 33 million. And I've got loads of money to spend wage-wise, so I could actually just do this. I could up my transfer budget all the way to the end and still be 800 or just over 700,000 within my wage budget. But I could maybe put that there, so we've got about 60 to spend with 1.2 to spend on wages. So we do have a decent amount of money to spend. Walcott's going. Just make sure we get everybody out first so that we can then know exactly what we've got to spend to bring others in. Also setting record. We set records last year for who is this? Daniel Rajani. Meh. We set records last year for the amount of money we spent, and now we appear to be setting records for the amount of money we have brought in from sales, which is good. Backer's going. Where's he going? Sociedad. Okay, that's good. A Sombalonga's coming. A Sombalonga is coming. Yeah! Do do do. Britta Sombalonga. Do do do. Britta Sombalonga. Fan reaction is good. Fans are disappointed with his departure. Tough shit, he's now my player. Britta Sombalonga! Yeah! Brit. Hashtag Brit is back. Thank you, S-Forts. Right, so we've got our replacement striker in. Backer's about to leave. And we'll find, once everybody that we want to move on, Santi and Backer and Dario Serna are done and gone, we can then go out and get people in other positions. We knew we wanted to go out and get Carlos Backer. We knew we wanted to go out and get Britta Sombalonga though, didn't we? Straight from the offset. We've been saying that for a while. We want to go and get him. Sombalonga to be unveiled. Oh, Chelsea have signed John Stones now. Bear with me, I just need to check my emails and YouTube notifications because they're getting on top of me and I need to make sure that I keep them clean. Otherwise I'll have a hell of a lot of work to do by the time I get back to my routine. But we've had a couple of options for right back already said in the chat. of Danilo, and obviously Danny Carvajal as well. And then one player I was thinking about out wide is a player that destroyed us in the Champions League, which was at Campos, if you remember, from Marseille. Look at the international roundup. I presume they're still friendlies. Oh no, they're World Cup games. Why is it not keeping me updated? I am subscribed to the World Cup. Memphis Depay played. Did anybody score? Abubakar scored 2 goals for the Cameroon against Denmark in a 2-2 draw. Alexis scored a goal in a friendly against Spain, so I don't know whether Chile will have qualified. Well, let's have a look at the World Cup if we can. I should be subscribed to it so I can see what's going on. Has one game been played in all groups? It has. Oh, apart from Group H. But Messi scored 2, Ronaldo scored 3 on the opening day. I won't go into too much detail. I was hoping to have kind of emails about it, but maybe I'll get them in the latter stages. Yeah, Julian Draxler could be a good option. Yes. Britta Sombolonga, please have the opportunity. Is there likely to change? No, but I'm sure it won't take long for Brit to adapt how we play the game. Something the club can press to. Are you confident it can produce? Yes. Lift. Matches can be won and lost. I hope so. What is the relationship? I have a great friendship with Brit, and it was ideal for him to come here. He was our man. He was the man at Forest, wasn't he? I haven't seen any of Dox's FM series yet, Jacob. No. I know he's just recently started uploading a series, didn't he? Was it with Southampton? He started uploading FM stuff onto YouTube. Subscribe is under overview, is it, Subscribington? I'll have a look. I'm not going to buy Insigne, Razvan, and Ricardo Rodriguez is out of my price range, really. Forest have just signed Eric Dyer from Tottenham. That's a good move for them. No new well, actually, no, one new transfer so far, Zamikaze. New player in, Britta Sombolonga. But I will show you, we've actually sold a couple of players as well, and I'll show you those in a sec as well. There you go. Yanaris moves to Santos Laguna. Oh, from Santos Laguna, sorry. To Santos Laguna, bloody hell. Well done, Ches. Get your reading hat on. World Cup. It's under overview, is it? It says, no, I am subscribed to the competition, so I just haven't had any emails about it yet, that's all. Toby Alderweireld is at Liverpool. Hello. Hello. João Moutinho is now at Atleti. England call up unlikely, no surprise. Real Madrid retain top spot in the most reputable club. Arsenal are on the rise and enjoyed a small boost after a strong Premier League campaign. We are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are 11th in the 11th most reputable club. Sat behind Chelsea and we've gone above Leverkusen. Borussia Mönchengladbach are up there though. What's that all about? They're flying. They finished second in the Bundesliga. So the team that finished second in the Bundesliga is more reputable than the team that finished first in the Premier League, is it? I'm not so sure. Santi is still yet to leave us, which is annoying. That deal should happen soon. Oh, he's joining on the 1st of July. Fair enough. Back, I presume, is the same. Yeah, on the 1st of July. As Theo Walcott, Theo's left, hasn't he? So is Dario Serna. Well, let's wait until we get to the 1st of July then, where those two players leave, and then because of course some of the money we make from those deals will go into our transfer budget. So then I'll know exactly how much money we've got to spend throughout July and August. But it should be a decent amount. We spent 109 million last transfer window. I think we spent 109. I don't want to subscribe to those. Reject. So it just keeps sending me like, here's the team of the week from. I don't care. Abubakar though, Premier League review. Abubakar got the top goal scorer. Juan Cuadrado got the most assists. Biggest overachievers, Nottingham Forest. Predicted 16th, finished 6th. And Watford were predicted 15th and finished 19th. Season summary. Here we go. Relegated from the BPL. Top goal scorers. Highest average rating was our very own Memphis Depay. Signing of the season. Llorente at Tottenham and Yusuf Poulsen at Stoke was runner-up. Did score a few good goals. Fernando Llorente scored a few for them as well, didn't he? Yeah. Quite a few. Worst signing of the season, Seydou Doumbia at Watford. That's a surprise. That is a surprise. I would have thought he'd have done much better than that. Top goal scorer in the Championship was Jordan Rhodes again. How many times has that happened? But he moved from Blackburn to QPR in 2016 and then has just continued to score goals. Clearly he doesn't score too many in the Premier League. Look, scored... Let's go back to the first season. So 23 in all comps, 23 in all comps, 11. Back to the Championship, 35. I don't think he's quite Premier League standard, although we'll find out as QPR have come up, won't we? Sebastian Blanco, 28 assists. Are you actually serious? 28 assists. Who does that? Who gets 28 assists? That's incredible. 28. I'm going to get a scout report on him. Anyone that gets 28 assists, regardless of if it's the league below, deserves a scouting. Jermaine Defoe was a signing of the season for Wolves, apparently. Well, that's why. £44,000 and he scored 20 goals. That'll do. Memphis Depay got Player of the Year. 76% of the vote. I think that's slightly one-sided, don't you? 76% of the vote. Abubakar, who scored 40 goals this year, 40 in all competitions, got 16% of the vote. Memphis Depay, 22 goals and 16 assists. That's ridiculous. Oxlade-Chamberlain got in the best team of the season in that central role, which is brilliant, because he was fantastic for us there. Bale on the right, which is odd, and Depay on the left, and Özil and Nathan both get in the team, which again is strange because I was kind of playing them over each other. Division fixture list, let's have a look. We start, we've got the Community Shield against Chelsea. We start with the game against Swansea, then Man United. The Champions League hasn't been drawn yet, obviously. And we end the season. Actually, surprisingly, we got lucky last year, didn't we? Last season, in our first year at Arsenal, and the end of the season had a decent run of fixtures, and it does so again this year. Although we do have City, Liverpool, Tottenham here in a group of 3 in March and April, but then we get 5 fixtures at the end of the season that are easier, so to speak. So that could be, they could be vital, those games towards the end of the season, to seeing us actually get the chance to win the title again. We've been given 90.6 million for Premier League division rights, or TV rights, sorry. My local team will be playing yours next season, just being relegated. Oh, who's your local team, Fabulous Gamer? I will have a look at Matteo Cilio, because obviously he's going to be a decent right back. You would presume he's going to be a decent right back. I will have a look at Lucas Silva as well. Özil has been very good. Oh, your team is Yeovil Town. Oh, of course it is. Right. Now we get the chance to have a look and set ourselves a budget. Now, do we want to start like we did last year with top 4 and then maybe switch to title challenger later in the season? Because The one thing I don't want to do, because just because there is money doesn't mean you have to spend it. And we already have a very good squad. I'm thinking about saying top 4, and then we can always up it again. We can always up it again later in the season, like we did last year. Thinking about saying, for now, top 4. You guys reckon title challenge, do you? It seems to be the overwhelming response in the chat. Okay, no, fair enough. If that's what you guys reckon we should go for, then let's go for title challenge. Confirm. Okay. As a result, your transfer budget this season has been set to 61.73 million and your wage budget 4.85 million per week. Youth players promoted. Announced that Sean Dow and Jamie Penny have been promoted into the under-21s because they're too old to play in the under-18s. That's fair enough. So hashtag the Ginger One is challenging for the title next season. International roundup. Anybody score any goals? Yoks? Oh, that'll be a friendly game though, won't it? Because England didn't qualify. Yeah, that sucks. You presume Wales aren't in the... No offence to any Welsh people out there, but you presume Wales aren't in the World Cup. Memphis Depay scored as Holland, or the Netherlands, sorry, beat Costa Rica. 2-1. Abubakar played, but didn't have that good a game as France won 3-0 in their group stage game. Everybody's accepting our friendly proposal, so thanks to my assistant, and wages have risen. That's quite a lot of rising wages, although a lot of them appear to be the kids, so it's only Hugo and Callum Chambers that actually rise a little bit, so we've still got plenty of money to spend. Right, I just want to get to this 1st of July mark so we can get rid of Santi and Carlos Bacca, and then we can really attack the transfer window. We've got almost 350 viewers in right now though, which is fantastic. Thank you all for coming along as always. Feel free, like I say, to hit the follow button if you haven't already to make sure that you don't miss out on any further streams. I'll be streaming FIFA 15 over the weekend, of course, rather than Football Manager. Willian is still turning down a contract. See, Willian tempts me, but because of his in real life self, not necessarily because of his performances on FM. His transfer value is 78,000 because his contract's about to run out. Could I could do better than Willian, surely. Blanco's report. Not a worthwhile signing. Fair enough. I was just curious because he got 28 assists for crying out loud. Where did he come from? San Lorenzo. He was formerly at West Brom. He went on loan to San Lorenzo. Oh, so that'll be the same. Yeah. No, the name rings a bell now. Blanco at West Brom. You always see Blanco at West Brom in career mode. Everybody's returning from loan, which is good. Financial fair play regulations is fine. Chelsea complete relocation. I don't know why it does this in FM, but they always relocate to Zola Stadium. Chelsea have officially completed their relocation to Zola Stadium. During a brief opening ceremony, club officials spoke of their delight and pride at having completed the move and hoped that it would signal the start of a positive and prosperous new era. It had been necessary for the club to take out a £212 million loan. Zola Stadium. Capacity of 57,000 rather than 43 at Stamford Bridge, question mark? Is it 43 or is it 42? I can never quite remember. Let's have a look on the old Google, shall we? 41,837, so yeah, 42,000 at Stamford Bridge right now. But Zola's one of the biggest legends at Chelsea. It's always Lampard Stadium for you, is it? Iron Walls. It's always been Zola Stadium for me. On every FM. Maybe it changes sometimes to Lampard Stadium for some people. Spanish assignment finished. Danny Carvajal was a player we did want to have a look at. He's valued quite highly, but he does look very good. Have a look at the scout report. Better than Debussy apparently, but very, very expensive. Very expensive. They won't say yes to that, but it's worth just throwing a random one out there. That is a point, actually, Dave. Dave Ferns brings up a good point. Although inadvertently, just to get some English fullbacks. But one thing we have to bear in mind, now that Theo Walcott has left, we are going to need to get in some more homegrown players. Otherwise, we won't reach the quota for the Barclays Premier League. Ronaldo's still scoring goals in the World Cup. Carlos Fierro has scored 8. Oh, that was the guy I wanted to have a look at, wasn't it? Oh, he looks so good. Oh. He looks incredible. Incredible. 8 goals in 3 games for Mexico. Although, to be fair, they did play Qatar and Scotland. So it might have something to do with it. Mexico schedule. They beat Qatar 8-1. And Carlos Fierro scored 6. He scored a double hat-trick. That's why he scored 8 goals. Chill, Ches, chill. But Lukaku scored 6. Ronaldo scored 6. Have all of the group stage games been played? Not just yet. So through to the knockout rounds are Russia, Uruguay, Belgium, Argentina, Spain and the Netherlands, Mexico and Portugal, Denmark and France, which means unfortunately Abubakar is going to have to come home, Germany and Ukraine. You presume Brazil and USA are going to go through because Bosnia and the Ivory Coast are quite a way behind, or Cote d'Ivoire. And then Switzerland and Colombia are already confirmed through as well. Interesting World Cup is shaping up. Chelsea have signed Regani. Suggest 49 million. Not a chance, Mr. Madrid. Not a chance. Arsenal preparing for life without Zelalem. 12 months left on his contract. 12 months is enough. He can wait. Oh, I'm so tempted to sell him though, to try and raise money to bring in an extra player for the first team. Oh, is he good enough? That's the only thing. He's not really, is he? Should I sell Gideon? Oh, Dan says you better keep Geddy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Although Jordan says keep as well. And then there are a couple of sells. Okay, for you, Dan, I will keep him. I'll keep him for now. Do I offer him a contract? What does he want? £54,000 a week when you're on 19? No, mate, I'll walk away sooner than give you £54,000 a week. No. Nope. Bollocks to you. I'm not paying £54,000 a week for a player that hasn't been anywhere near my first team. Just for the jersey fits, we will keep Gideon Zelalem for at least this season. Raheem is expensive. Iron Wolves. Raheem value. He's valued at 38.5 million. Raheem Sterling. So I'm not too sure I'll actually stand a chance of bringing him into the club, to be completely honest. To be completely honest. I will. I am going to look at Danilo and players like that, bro. I'm just waiting to get to the 1st of July so that we can get rid of... I'm not going to pay £45 million for Danny Carvajal. Suck a dick. Ah, I forgot about Mbemba as well. I'll try to sell him as well. Wanted by a club. Please say transfer Chievo. Yes. Offer 2 clubs for a transfer. All the loans is finishing. We'll get there. We'll get there. So many players out on loan. Cambridge released 8 players. We've released 16. Chelsea have released players. No. Anybody there that we might want? No. Arsenal contract set to expire. Debussy. Offer contract. Okay. Callum Chambers offer contract. He's currently on 66. He wants 85. I'm going to lock you in at 650, and I'm going to lock you in at 825. And to be fair, if he's already on 66, I'm quite happy to give him like 70-ish. There we go. That was simple enough. Aha! Zelalem. Trigger extension. Ha! Bollocks to you. Tubarak Pom. Meh. Anti-Courage. Trigger extension. We'll just trigger extension for all these kids. Let me just quickly go through my staff and offer these guys new contracts. It's a little bit tedious, but it has to be done to make sure that the club keeps running smoothly. I like the fact this year, I can't remember whether it was a thing on last year, previously it would give you the list of people, but it wouldn't have this offer contract thing that would then blank out. You'd have to just go through the list. And so many times you click on a player that you'd already offered a contract to. I just got the donation sound in my ears, so let me check my software. Donation of £1 for Williams Gaming. It says, hey Tez, this will be my last donation for a while, saving for the F1 game. You and me both, buddy. I'll put that £1 towards the F1 game. Try get inclined to do the English players thingy for the registration, or try Montoya. I will try Montoya, actually. We will have a look at him. Thank you for the donation, bro. And I will put that £1 towards myself getting the Formula 1 game as well when that comes out next month. He wants a rather substantial bonus. Head of Youth Development. Well, I can't give you this, can I, buddy? Thank you. The only thing is, I think I want to get the F1 game on PC. The only thing is then it would be hard to play online with you guys, because I presume a lot of you are playing on console, but it just won't be anywhere near as good on console. Like, graphically, it would look terrible. Well, not terrible, but obviously on Xbox One, even on PlayStation 4, it would look better than it does on Xbox One. It's going to be like 900p on Xbox One, whereas I could have it on, with my computer, I could probably have it set to as close as makes no difference to Ultra, and have it look absolutely gorgeous, and then stream it for you guys. And I could still play it with my controller, because I just plug my controller into the computer. I haven't got a wheel. We don't got a wheel, you see. I could buy a wheel and then a helmet. Sit here on stream with a race helmet on and a wheel, driving the F1 game. Though that might be slightly strange. I might feel like a bit of an idiot doing that. Just sign it. You will sign 1.5. I told you. Greedy bastards on this game, all of them. Just 2 more. The under-18s manager. And then Tomasz Pazinski. What I do need to do is still look for a new scout, don't I? I wonder if it will let me actually. Youth contracts, meh. Will it let me staff job centre? Will it let me place an advert for a scout yet? It won't. Maybe I'm over the limit of amount of scouts that the board reckon I should have. Members, senior squad. Have I not got any scouts? I do have scouts. Oh bloody hell! I've got loads of scouts. It's probably why it won't let me sign another scout. I think I've got quite enough. Have I got? I haven't got a chief scout though, have I? Can I put an offer in for a chief scout? No. Okay, fine. Whatevs. Whatevs. You know what? Can I? Oh. I'm an idiot. I want to. Who's the best scout? What I want to do is sort. Mental attributes, judgment. Judging player potential. Steve Rowley. I already have a chief scout. Why could I not see him before? Where was he? Oh, he's at the top here. I'm actually blind. I am genuinely 110% blind. And we nearly at the point where we can sign players. Kievo making Bemba bid. Cheers, boys. Thanks for the money. Hey, must be the money. Chelsea topped the rich list. Arsenal went down in the rankings from 5th to 6th. Oh no! We're only valued at 996 million. What will we do? Hey, must be the money. That's such an old song. Makes me feel really old knowing that. So some of you probably weren't. I know that might be a bit of an exaggeration. Was it Nelly? Was it Ride With Me? Were they the songs? Yeah. Hey, must be the money. When did that song come out? 2000! Ugh! 2000. Some of you genuinely won't have been born when that song came out. That makes me feel so old. Oh, I am ancient. I'm going to be 27 next month. I am ancient. Ah, Patrick Vieira as a coach could be a good idea. Backer gets 10% the transfer fee. Fine. Sporting signs Santi. Thank you very much. West Brom takeover hits rocks. That's a shame. Offers made for Atkinson. Never mind. Clubs in England release players. Wesley Sneijder's been released. Fellaini, Schneider, and 39-year-old Tim Howard. I'm going to get a scout report on Tim Howard because he might be a good replacement for Ospina. There we go. My brain went blank again. There you go. Smiley Face Amination was born in 2002. Alicia Dale was born in 2001. That song came out before you guys were born. Oh, I was in secondary school when you guys were born. That's how old I am. Glenn Johnson. Well, we need a right back. Should we go get Glenn Johnson? Lol. Uche. He was sick at Villarreal. He must be the money. Maxi Pereira. Wow. Jordan Rossiter. He was at Liverpool. Montalivo. Wowzers. David Edgar. Wow, everybody. Everybody's getting released. Right. I'm going to go for a quick wee whilst you guys leave me transfer suggestions in the chat. And then I will come back, have a look at them, and we'll start searching players and having a look. Looking for a right back, looking for a wide midfielder, and a goalkeeper. Go, chat. I'll BRB. Hi, so you know you can see me, or you know you can hear me, but you can't see me. Because of the old cheeky green screen. I just arrive rather than you actually watching me walk across the room anymore. Oh no, you could see the corner of my hand. Oh, I failed. I absolutely failed. Oh well. Right, let me just deal with these emails and then we'll have a look at the suggestions you guys have been putting in the chat. I'm not going to give you that amount of money for Danny Carvajal. I will give you 24 though. Full confidence, we're still untouchable. Slightly disappointed with the departure of Dario Serna. Oh. Not a worthwhile signing, Tim Howard, okay. Silva tempted by Liverpool. He was someone that I wanted, maybe. Liverpool and Man City. Do I, don't I, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? Tell me in the chat. What do you think of his stats? He looks like a decent left back. 6'1" and he's rapid and really strong. Transfer offer £15 million. Right. I'm still trying to get. Did I offer Ospina to clubs? Can't remember whether I did or not. I'm going to now. Right, let's have a look at what you've been saying in the chat. Well, just off of memory, what you were saying previously was Danilo. Is it that Danilo? It is not that Danilo. Which means it will be this one. It is. Ah, he's at Napoli. Interesting. Get scout report. They paid $11.5 million for him. Is that it? He looks actually. I can't decide. I can't decide what I make of Danilo. He's quality on FIFA and in real life. And the other one was Nathaniel Klein, wasn't it? Because keeping in mind the Nathaniel Klein. He's fast. He's good in the tackle because of the. Oh, come on, brain. Squad registration. We need 8 homegrown players, and at present, I'm not sure we have anything like that. Registration. We have 7 at present, do we? 7. Minimum of 8 players trained in the UK, trained in England for 3 years before his 21st birthday. Homegrown players. We currently have Chesney classes as a homegrown player, Callum Chambers, Bale, Wilshere, Ramsey, the Ox. Asomba Longa. I didn't think of that. So Asomba Longa helps with that, obviously. So we're not actually as close to that as I thought. Nathan Redmond is a player that you wanted me to have a look at. So was Mattia De Sciglio. Mattia De Sciglio at AC Milan. Looks pretty average, actually. I will get a scout report on him, and we'll see what they say. Let's have a look. What else are we saying? Sterling would be too expensive, unfortunately, Wanster. Fraser Forster could be a good shout for goalkeeper. Fraser Forster. Still at Southampton. Let's get a scout report on him, because he has conceded a lot of goals in recent years. But that might be because of the defence in front of him rather than his inability to be a decent goalkeeper. Nathan Redmond, yes, I said I was going to look at him, didn't I? Nathan Redmond. 24. He did score a lot of goals for Norwich, but just not sure. Just not sure he's of the quality that we're looking for. Because at the minute, out wide up top, we have Sanchez, Depay, the Ox, and Bale. And I've been playing the Ox in a centre mid position, so I'm actually hoping to continue to play him in a centre mid position. Which means I might be tempted to let Yuri Tielemans go out on loan. But what is his squad role? Let me just... he might have a slight concern here. Wants a new challenge. Wants a new challenge as he feels he's achieved everything. Well, let's offer him to clubs on loan. Player can be recalled. Yes, we will keep that in there. What's he on wage-wise? We'll ask for 50%, 19,000. Offer to clubs. Yes. Still no word on whether we're going to be able to sell Ospina. He's listed, but nobody's interested at the minute, which is a shame. We'll have to wait and see if anybody comes back. Bring back Carlos Vela. He's at Liverpool, isn't he? I think in this save. I've clicked on the wrong thing. I think he's at Liverpool. He is at Liverpool. And you know who would be better than Carlos Vela, who is currently at Liverpool? And you already know where I'm going. Domenico Berardi. But he is very expensive. And that's the only thing. We were going to look at Campos, weren't we? Because I was really impressed with him. Very, very impressed when we played Marseille. And he does look extremely good. He's wanted by a club currently, which is Real Madrid. What's he valued at? 32 million. Let's get a scale report on him. Julian Draxler we were going to have a look at, weren't we? Helps if you put an X in there. 20.5 million. Oh, he's just too good, Julian Draxler. Does he have a buyout clause? Oh, I need to scout. Okay, well we'll get a scout report on him then. Simone Scuffet for the goalkeeper. Is it Scuffet or is it Scuffet? I never know. How do you pronounce it? You know what? I'm going to go to my pronunciation website. Forvo.com. Simone... Oh, let's see if we spell it. Scuffet. Go. Oh, okay. Maybe if I search just the Scuffet. No pronunciations available for Scuffet. Is Scuffet, is it? I'll get a scout report on him. He's still at Udinese. Has been playing but conceding a few goals. We'll get a scout, because obviously he's not going to be first team, because Wojciech Szczesny will be first team, so... Jack Butland's a good idea. That would be 2 nails with 1 hammer blow, wouldn't it? He's at City now. Oh, he's only just gone to City. Ah, that would have been sick if we could have got him in. We weren't quick enough. Was it this season? Yeah, 2018, 2019. He's literally just gone to City. I mean, I could try and loan him. But yeah. Oh well. Never mind. Burnt Leno is an option. Burnt Leno. Hey, must be the money. And I would be very interested in getting Burnt Leno in. He goes, what is Espina's contract? He's not needed now, but previously he was backup, I think. See, Szczesny's only down as rotation, and he's been my #1 keeper. Kept 17 clean sheets this year. "17 clean sheets." I could have a look at Silerson. Jasper. Still at Ajax, wanted by a club, but who that club is, I'm not sure. Juventus, who apparently want everybody. Buffon, no, Buffon's retiring. Oh, sad face. Is that Gabriel from... No, it's not the Gabriel I thought it was. Well, we'll scout Silerson and see what they say. Carrasco is a good shout, actually, at Monaco, yeah. I can't remember what his first name was. Isn't it Alvaro Carrasco? No, that's a lie. Carrasco? No, it's Jose Manuel, isn't it? No. My brain is killing me off. I swear he's got like... Ah, Yannick Ferreira, there we go, definitely. Ooh, scout report. He looks intriguing. I actually very much like the look of Yannick Carrasco. Joe Hart is an option, I suppose, but he's 31 and he's been their first team keeper for years. Years and years and years. We were going to look at Montoya, weren't we, for right back, thanks to Williams Gaming. Martin Montoya. He's at Tottenham now. Okay, well, we'd never get him from Spurs, so we might as well give up on that one. Dries Mertens is a good option. We will have a look at Dries, although he might be in his 30s now. He's 31 and he's at Norwich, having just signed from Napoli, so he's unavailable. Okay, fair enough. Anthony Lopez from Lyon could be a good idea for goalkeeper. Anthony Lopez, 3 million. He's still at Lyon, and he's not been guaranteed first team football. Why is that? Who else do they have? I will scout Anthony Lopez. Who else have they got? Oh, who have they been playing as their #1 then? They played 9 games last season. Lamprou played 10 games last season. Are they playing as they... They've been playing as their #1 goalkeeper then. It's very strange. Bernardo Silva. Attacking midfield. Bloody hell, he looks decent. Not very good in the physical stats, but mentally and technically he looks quality. Quality! I'm not going to get Martin Odegaard, boy. Lucas Silva was another guy you wanted me to look at, wasn't it? He's the guy from Real, who is now at Sevilla, having just moved there. Actually, no, that was last year, 17-18. So, I don't really need a centre mid. Don't really need a centre mid because I want to try and keep Hugo at the club. I want to start giving him more first team football. They've got Marco van Ginkel at Lyon as well. They've actually got a decent side here, you know, at Lyon. Denis Suarez as well. Stefan Ruffier, he might be an idea, but he will be in his early 30s now as well, won't he? 31. Still at Saint Etienne and still their #1 goalkeeper. We will get Le Scout report. Lucas Moura is a good shout for a wide player. Helps if you put the U in Lucas. He's at Roma right now, having gone for 2.7 million from PSG. Is that it? And he's only valued at 3.8 million. He was hot shit when he left Sao Paulo. And it appears in this game that his reputation has somewhat deteriorated. We are looking at Danilo. Don't worry, Harry the Dude. He's being scouted right now. Christopher Ayer. No. Sorry, Ludwig. You might have spelt his... It's definitely a J, isn't it, that you've got in there? A-J-E-R, yeah. I don't know. Unless he's just not available because he's not in a league that I've got set as available. Have a look at Mattia Parra. Still at Genoa. Looks okay. We'll get a scout report. So obviously I'm still going to have Wojciech Szczesny as my #1. I need to get rid of Espino first as well before I start bringing in other players. Iturbe is a player I could look at. Juan Iturbe. He's still at Roma. Not really done that much at Roma, to be fair. I'll get a scout report. He's currently wanted by Napoli. They finished 14th. No, it's a new season, isn't it? I was going to say, they finished 14th? What the fuck? What the fuck? He's a good player. Higgers. Have I got anyone else? And Aha, wow. You know what? Weirdly, he might be decent as a backup keeps. David Lopez is a good player as well, at least on FIFA. Jorginho. Oh dear, Jorginho looks good. He looks very good. Shame I don't need anyone in that position. Kiko Casilla is a good option as well for keeps. Kiko Casilla. A list scout report. Still at Espanyol. Barcelona won the league. Espanyol finished 11th. I've already got Tielemans, buddy. He's already here. He was brought in before I got here. Felipe Anderson is a good player as well. I wonder if he's still at Lazio. No, he's at AC Milan now. They paid 5.75 million for him, and that is it. And he's currently valued at 6.75. I will get a scout report on him as well. Because obviously we don't need someone that is out and out world class, because we already have Alexis Sanchez, Memphis Depay, Gareth Bale, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. But I want someone that is just good enough to fill the gap if we get an injury crisis, which we did have at times during this particular season, or the season just gone. Still really need a right back. I could do with some right back suggestions, guys. We've done Danilo, we've done Nathaniel Klein, done Martin Montoya, done Mattia De Chilio. I could look at Digne. He was actually recommended to me, wasn't he, by one of my scouts, Lucas Digne. But he's more of a left back than a right back. Although we do need a backup left back as well, don't we? So Digne could be decent. What do you guys think? Oh, estimated cost 32 million. Have a laugh. Have a word, boys. I'm not paying that. Aurier could be a good shout, and I presume. Oh no, because it was only in real life that he made the move permanent, wasn't it? So on this, he actually won't have made it permanent, so he might still be at Toulouse. He's at Man City, oh, fair enough, and they've just bought him from Juventus for 16.75 million, so unfortunately Serge Aurier is off the table. Daryl Yama, I'm not really too sure he's good enough, to be honest, bro. I haven't as of yet had time to film the Q&A, Gem. I'm hoping to get it out this weekend, maybe on Sunday. I'm actually on Saturday. I've got a video going up in the afternoon as an extra video, which is kind of a how I make my videos kind of video that a few had asked for, and obviously I show off the new Elgato that I got as well, thanks to the guys at Elgato, the new HD60. Same as Coleman's a good shout, and Dermich is very good. You are correct, Puddin. Who is Coleman? There we go. My brain blanked again. It's been doing that a lot today. Seamus Coleman is still at Everton, and he's just been consistent. Scout report is what I want. There we go, brain. And who was it put in said? Dermich, wasn't it? Josip Dermich, Swiss. Oh. I presume he's still at Leverkusen, although he might have moved. No, he's still at Leverkusen. Currently out with a twisted ankle. He hasn't been scoring that many goals. Just strange, because he is a very good, very good player. Currently playing Palo up top. Whoa, Palo, hello. Oh, he doesn't score goals apparently, which is strange. Hakan. Oh, Hakan Çalhanoğlu. I saw the name that I really like. Heung-min Son. He is very good. Wanted by a club. Is it Juventus? Oh, it's Chelsea. Oh, could I maybe pip and get Heung-min Son ahead of Chelsea? That would make me happy. I'll get a scout report on him. Screw you, Chelsea. Young actually is a good. Sebastian Young. I think it's Sebastian Young. You just put Young in the chat. He's Sebastian Young. He's 28 now. Bloody hell! Oh, he's just moved to Atleti. Oh, for fuck's sake! Although he's been there a year, so we could maybe bring him in. I'll get a scout report. Van Rijn. We haven't actually moved day in ages, have we? How do you spell Van Rijn? R-H-I. I knew there was an H in there somewhere. So I'm not sure where it went. It's at Stoke. Stoke City. Marking 16, tackling 14. Just not sure he is of the quality that we need, TBH. Gaia is at Chelsea. Jose Gaia. Still at Chelsea. And he's their first team left back. I will scout him, but they just won't sell him to me, will they? Have they still got Athby? They have. Cesar! He's 28, is that it? Aspie, oh, he's valued at 21 million. That could be a bit of a stumbling block. Get a scout report. They might be willing to part with Cesar. JT's still going at 37. Go on, son. Go on, my son. Kev. Oh, Kev is still about. 27 years old now, bloody hell. If they've still got a better check. Unhappy. He's retiring. Plans to retire on the 22nd. No, Petter. If I could get Petr Cech for a season... Can you imagine if I got Petr Cech just for a season as a backup keeps? That would be incredible. I'll take that. I'll have a look at Robin, but he'll be like 33 now, won't he, Iron Robin? 34 Iron Robin. And he's retiring at the end of the next season. Not sure. Willems is actually a good shout. Jetro Willems. He's at PSG. God, why is every bloody good defender at PSG? And he's only just gone there for Man City. Ugh. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Balde Keita could be a good shout. As a winger, Balde Keita. He's at Man United. Didn't expect that. Although, no, he doesn't excite me. He doesn't excite me. Ricardo Rodriguez. He's at City, I think. Pretty sure he's at City. He is, and he's also going to be extremely expensive. Who else have they got at City that they might be willing to part with? Vasalko's decent, isn't he? Could maybe have a crack at getting him. Oh, Vinny. Vinny C. He's still got Pabs. I wouldn't say no to Zabaleta for a season or so. Although I would like someone a little bit more athletic. Mario Fernandes, actually, Ellie, is a good shout. I do really like Mario Fernandes. He's at Inter Milan currently, and he's been there for 4 seasons from CSKA. I will get a scout report on Mario Fernandes. We've got scout reports out on so many players right now, it's ridiculous. Let's have a look at players we've already got reports on. Malpe, who's that? Well. 21 years of age. He looks very good. He'd also be extremely expensive. We'll get a scout report in though. Although we've already got one, but I'll freshen it up. I'll get a fresh one. Arnold. Maximilian Arnold is at Real Madrid. You're having a bubble. Brov, you are having a bubble. Patrick Herrmann. Andre Schürrle. Get a fresh scout report on him. We got defensive wise. Nobody stand out really at Wolfsburg. Could have a look at Torgan Hazard. Could have a look at Lucas Piazzon. Oh, helps if you put the O in, not the I, cheers. Torgan Hazard. He's at Inter as well. Get a list scoot report. And the other one was Lucas Piazzon, wasn't it? Lucas fucking Piazzon is at Corinthians. He's only just gone there on loan. Fuck my life. He's on loan from West Ham until Christmas. So he would not be available. I don't quite think he's of the quality I'm looking for. We could have a look at Munir and see how much he's progressed since we had him at Forest in that second season. That's not the Munir I wanted. Option at 2 and I got it wrong. Not that much. He was on loan at us, at Forest, then at Betis, then at Malaga. Still pretty average. Which is a shame because he's such a good prospect. But it makes me think of Pedro actually. How old would Pedro be now? Where's Peders? 30-year-old Pedro. Brrr, I love me a bit of Pedro, I really do. Insigne. No. Sergi Sampa, who's that? 23-year-old. He looks decent. He looks decent. I'm probably not going to be streaming for another half hour, Kuzik. I'll probably only be live for another 10 minutes or so. I'll have a look at El Shaarawy. Okay. There we go. Put a 2-minute ease on the end of it. Stefan El Shaarawy. He's been performing okay for Milan. We'll get a scout report. See how Halilovic has progressed. Okay. Halilovic. Alan. Meh. If his mental stats were better, he'd actually be a pretty decent player, but he's wanted by 12 clubs. If his mental stats were better, he'd be a very good player, but he just doesn't look like he's all there as the professional. I didn't actually want to advance then, but never mind, we have done now. In before 70 bajillion emails, 40. Oh God, we've got loads of loan offers for Tielemans. I don't really want to loan him to someone in our league, so I'll reject. Or do I? Would it be better if he gets first team experience in our league? Thinking about it. What do you think in the chat? Would it be more beneficial for him to go on loan elsewhere? Or would it be more beneficial for him to get first team football in the league that we're already in? Oh, they are all cover, you're right. Well spotted, Connor. They are all cover for the first team. I did want him to be. I'm just going to, considering they're all, I'm just going to reject all those offers because I want him to be first. I want him to be a first team player. We did offer him as a first team player, didn't we? Offer to clubs. Loan, squad status, first team. Are you ready for the scout reports of death? We will have a look at all of these scout reports and then that will be the end of the stream. Oh. Real Madrid make Depay bid. Let's deal with that first. We'll have a look at all the scout reports in a sec. As things, no clubs... Offer to clubs. £4.5. Jorginho tempted by Chelsea. International roundup. Arsenal's check bid rejected. Suggest terms. 4.1 million. Not a chance, boys. Not a chance. I will give you 2 though. Depay bid. He's valued at 38 million. Okay, Memphis Depay. They've offered me 10. Up front with 18 over the next 12 months. No, he's indispensable to the club. Fuck you, Real Madrid. Right then, 32 scout reports to have a look at. Are you ready? We'll have a look at these scout reports. Razvan, I've asked you numerous times not to spam the chat tonight. I'm sorry, I'm going to time you out for a bit. They reckon there are better options out there than Danilo. Okay. I would have thought Danilo would have been decent. I would have thought Danilo would have been decent. Nathaniel Klein, again, not a worthwhile signing. Really? Because he looks pretty damn good to me. Pace, good in the tackle, decent marking, okay first touch, strong mentally, not necessarily as strong physically as he could be. Don't tell, don't sell. Don't sell who? I looked for Christopher Ayer Simen, and unfortunately he wasn't on the game. Someone else asked for him as well tonight, and unfortunately he's not on my game. Who's Luka Jovic? I will just have a quick look at that name. Luka Jovic. Did I spell that right? Oh, it's Luka with a K. I don't need a striker though, that's the only thing. Although he does look decent at 20 years of age. I will scout him. Right backs. D'Acilio, again, not the best option out there according to my scout. D'Acilio was a player I wasn't sure about. But when it came to Danilo and Nathaniel Klein, I did like the look of them. He's called Ayer. Nope. You've got Anderson, Nordfeldt, Raven and Steen. Unfortunately, no Ayer. Look, I like Danilo. I'm going to bid for Danilo. I'm sorry. It's happening. Screw you, Scout. I'll just offer them that immediately. See what they say. Klein. I'm tempted with Klein as well, you know. A, he's a decent backup right back. We've got Debussy right now. B, he would help fill our homegrown quota for the Premier League. And he can play left back as well. I'm gonna bid for him. I'm gonna bid for hundreds of players by the looks of things. Let me just Google Chris. Oh, helps if I'm not on there when I tab. Let me Google Christopher Ayer rather than Christopher Ayer. He is in the Tipperlagen with Start. Born in April '98. He's 17 years old, although he'd be older than that in this save now. He's not on my game, I'm afraid, bro. Sorry. I don't have the Norwegian leagues loaded. Yeah, as an extra league. That might be why. Maybe to get players that are that young that would be kind of youth players at Norwegian side. Because there's probably, let me just have a look at the Tipperlagen. I'm probably spelling Tipperlagen completely wrong. Main squad. Sort by general info. Club. Anybody here in the Tipperlagen? No. I must just not have Norwegian. Must just not have Norwegian clubs. Fraser Forster would be a useful signing. Better than a Spina. Although I am more heavily interested in Petr Cech, to be completely honest. I would be willing to let Ospina go. I can post 50 million. Just not sure I want to pay 50 million for a Campos, man. Julian Draxler. Now, we were concerned, well, not concerned, interested to see if there was a. Oh, I've scouted him. Why is he not telling me his contract stuff? Type Norwegian First Division. Okay. Norwegian First Division. Aha. Overview. Yeah, see, I can't look at the actual league itself. He was at Start, wasn't he? There we go. Start. Players. Nope. Unfortunately, I just can't do it. They've got Danny Herzig is the only player I can look at, unfortunately. Sorry, boys. See, Julian Draxler, you're saying he had a minimum release fee clause. I'll just make an offer of 20. Scuffy, not a worthwhile signing. Okay. Bernd Leno would be a good signing, yes, he would. Very interested in joining the club. No intention of joining the club at this time. Oh, very interested in joining on loan. Why would you not want to sign permanently? I mean, clearly he knows that I'm not going to play him that much, but still. Silisson would be a useful signing, apparently. Available for about 10 million. Better than Ospina. Okay, he was wanted by Juve, wasn't he? Yeah. As a Buffon replacement. I don't need a centre-back at the minute mark, unfortunately. Carrasco was a player that we were interested in. Not a worthwhile signing. If you say so, bub. Although I am not too sure. I do like the look of Carrasco. We'll keep tabs on him. Joe Hart obviously is Joe Hart, but I'm not going to try and get him away from City. Anthony Lopez was someone that intrigued me actually at Lyon, and would be available quite cheap. I reckon he's not as good as Ospina though. We'll keep an eye on him. I'll just throw a bid in just to make sure he's still in, involved in the conversation. Ruffier would be a useful signing. Better than Ospina again. 31 years of age, only at 3 million. Well, there's no harm in throwing the odd bid here and there. Not a worthwhile signing, Lucas Moura. Bloody hell. He was supposed to be one of the biggest talents on the planet 4 or 5 years ago. Ty Perrott, pardon me, it would be a useful signing. Better than Ospina. Could be available quite cheap. Why is that? Is his contract running out soon? No. Why would Perrin be available quite cheap? I'll bid. No harm in bidding. Iturbe, not a worthwhile signing. Okay. And Aha, not a worthwhile signing. Kiko Casilla would be decent, apparently. We will throw in a bid. Not a 4.6 million, though. Felipe Anderson, not a worthwhile signing. Okay. Coleman would be useful and would be available quite cheap. Now, Seamus Coleman is a player I would be interested in bringing in at right back. We will have a cheeky bid for Seamus Coleman. Dermich, not a worthwhile signing. Okay. Heung-min Son, not a worthwhile signing. Are you sure? Because I happen to think Heung-min Son is actually a damn good player. Oh, but he does only have passing of 10. Why does he only have passing of 10? Who's he wanted by? Chelsea. Heung-min Son is an interesting one. I like him, but the stats just don't add up. And I'm not sure, even though I like him in real life, I'm willing to... Player has no interest in joining us, Sebastian Young, even though he would be a good signing. Okay. Gaia, not a worthwhile signing, really. Asby, unlikely to want to sell the player. But I like Dave. Please, can I have Dave? Give me Dave. Selko, he was another good player. Not a worthwhile signing. Are you sure, bruv? Are you actually having a laugh? Look at those stats. 16 marking, 16 tackling. Brilliant physical stats. 17 determination, 15 work rate. I'm offering. It's happening. Screw you, scout man. Mario Fernandes would be a good signing, apparently. Not for 40 million, he ain't. Oh, but he's so good, though. Oh, but he's so good, though. We're still looking at Danny Carvajal as well. Maupe was that young striker that looked very decent. I am definitely going to keep my eye on him. I'm going to add him to my shortlist indefinitely. Schürrle. Andre Schürrle. Schürrle we know is good. We know Andre Schürrle's a good player. Bidding for so many players, it's ridiculous. Dorgan Hazard, not a worthwhile signing. Pedro would be useful. Now, Pedro for 8 million is something that very much excites me. I love Pedro. And he does look good as well. His passing's only 12. Ah, oh, Peders. He's rotation at Barca though, so I could offer him something similar here. Stefan Alshiro would be a useful signing, but again, price. Price could be the issue. Oh, Stefan. We have a transfer budget of 60 million, but... Oh, God. You know what? It is 10 to 11, so I am going to bring the stream to a close now. We've been going on for over 2 hours, so... whilst it loads in the background, I will just quickly say thank you very much for watching. Bloody hell, we get all of this shit going off again. Again, they're all offering cover for first team. No, reject all offers. Let me just put he isn't good enough. I want to put something like I want a better squad role for him, but there isn't an option. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the stream, guys, whilst I just do this in the background. Thank you very much for watching. Obviously, feel free to drop the channel drop the Twitch channel a follow if you don't already, to make sure you don't miss out on any future streams. Obviously, I'll be streaming FIFA 15 over the weekend, so make sure that you are about for that tomorrow night. 8:45. What am I even talking about? 7. Granada make a Spina bid. I want him out. I want him out of the club, so we'll accept that. Go station over Carvajal. Stop it. Right. Save. Thank you very much for watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Make sure you follow the Twitch channel as well. This stream will go up on Monday morning. Tomorrow morning's stream will be last Sunday's FIFA stream. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.